front.
And they've been dangling Ertz and talking about Ertz on the block for over a year, it feels like.
The best trade's already happened, Paul.
You got to say Stephon Gilmore or Zach Ertz would be second.
It's head and shoulders Zach Ertz. There is no doubt. The unbeaten team, they lose Max Williams. He's on injured reserve for the rest of the year. He's not returning. They trade for Zach Ertz. They give up a 6th-round pick that could turn into a 5th. And now they have the ability to go more. They're going to run a lot of 3 wide anyway. And sometimes they're going to run 10 personnel in Arizona. They do that a lot. But Ertz gives them the ability. He can line up at receiver. He's a lot like Ingram in that regard. He can line up at receiver, and he gives you a different look that you must prepare for a group that runs more 10 personnel, meaning no tight end, than any team in the league. That makes them more versatile. I think it was a brilliant move to get on the Ertz train the week prior to the deadline happening. They already have DeAndre Hopkins. They have A.J. Green. They have Christian Kirk. They have Rondale Moore. Now they have Zach Ertz on top of a run game that they have been able to rely on over the last 2 or 3 weeks. This was a brilliant move by Arizona, and it's why they're going to make a deep playoff run.
And they've been dangling Ertz and talking about Ertz on the block for over a year, it feels like. I mean, they were talking about him, if I'm not mistaken, before the trade deadline last year, through the offseason and everything. So it's very weird that it took this long. He landed in an ideal situation. You're absolutely correct there. I like what he said on his way out of Philadelphia, too. He said everybody talks about it being a difficult place to play. It's an easy place to play if you go out and play hard every game. They love you, which is a simple message for people who complicate a town like Philadelphia, where you can complicate it for yourself. But if you do what he said, I mean, you have to be talented.
Yeah.
But if you're talented and you go out and you bust your ass in Philadelphia, they do love you. It's a simple formula, actually.
And I think he can come in and make a splash. I mean, he already did this past week with a touchdown, but it's not like he has to learn a massive playbook for tight ends in that offense. Again, it's sprinkled in, and it's just an extra weapon to attack the middle of the field with, they have the small receivers for between the 20s, and then they have their playmakers in the end zone. Now they have Ertz on top of that. It's a move that will pay off in the postseason for them.
On the name you mentioned, I'm very interested in seeing what happens. Evan Ingram. I know you mentioned him, but that's one that if I am a team in need of another playmaker, maybe a team that doesn't have a playmaker at tight end right now, I would certainly look into that possibility.
You talked about Jordan Love. The call I'd be making if I'm anticipating being in the quarterback market, and if I'm Miami, Carolina, Philadelphia right now, forget about Deshaun Watson. And your season's over anyway. Call now and tell Green Bay, hey, I'll be the first in line when the time comes after the season's over to talk to you if it's not happening with Aaron Rodgers for you. I want in on that. Remember me. Deshaun Watson's just too damn dangerous because you don't know what's coming. But there's an MVP quarterback that's going to be out there potentially.
Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Well, if Green Bay wants to keep him, I would start making that push now, and I would deal Jordan Love before Tuesday just to send a message to the vet that you're all in.
Love, love, love.
You're all in. You love Aaron Rodgers. You're done with Love in Green Bay.